Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 3rd anniversary live stream. I guess, I don't know. Sus. I'm LeafeonLive, and I'm not alone on this one, so welcome my guests. Introduce yourself.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. Hello, everyone. LZX here. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, I'm next, and alright, Master 64, Will here.
Speak.
Eek!
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Susan here. Nice to be here.
I guess I'll go next then. Greens, Lion Dark RPG.
Okay. And the last one is Trico 101 Piplup.
Actually, I changed my name to Espeon Ghost or Ghost Espeon,
Okay.
but the YouTube account I'm using now is Tree Espeon.
Okay. Oh, welcome, Dusty.
Hey, Dusty.
So, yeah, basically, 3 years ago, holy shit, I started this little TVI thing. It's been interesting, and, well, to celebrate, sort of, I'll get into that in a moment. Basically, I put together a little top 10 of the characters, and also got a Q&A session, and, of course, the whole promo for the 5th season. Okay, now I'll quickly get into this. This year is probably one of the weakest years I've had with TPIs, and part of me doesn't want to say why, because I think you guys know, but let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Galaxy Games was a fucking disaster, at least with the original version. Holy fucking shit. I made a video on this already, and you can check that out on the channel after this if you wish, but basically, that thing was a rush job. So many issues with it. A lot of people were demanding it while I was working on other projects. I had no drive to do it, so I just rushed it out the door, and it certainly shows. So, compared to Resort, compared to every other year, this was not fun for me. So, yeah. For what it's worth, however, there is a Take 2, or an improved version, over on my DeviantArt. It's a lot better than the original one, and it's still being worked on to this moment, but I'm obviously doing a stream right now for that, so I can't get into it. But, yeah, compared to other years, not fun. And there's also been a bit of drama, some of which, if there is drama in this chat, I have myself and the other mods here to take care of the situation. So, I'm going to make this perfectly clear. Please do not start shit in the chat. We can read the chat. And if you have any questions before the Q&A, please do not ask questions before the Q&A, because we have a Q&A session set up for that. That's what it's for. And please don't start shit in the chat, because we will deal with that quickly. Alright. Avatars, let's quickly get these out of the way, because you guys have been seeing them for the last few minutes. The Shota guy is me. Ochako is Susan. Friggin' red guy is Will.
Kirishima.
Kirishima. Sorry. Tenya is Tully. Kyoka is Tree, or Ghost Espeon. And, well, Eraserhead.
Actually, it's Espeon Ghost.
Espeon Ghost.
I get my name mixed up all the time.
And Light is Eraserhead, because he has to put up with a lot of bullshit from us. Anyway.
Wait, I'm a racer?
You're Eraserhead, because, basically, because, well, yeah. You have to put up with all our shit.
So you basically turned me into an edgelord.
Sort of. You have you have a cool quirk. It's pretty useful.
You're the edgelord who doesn't get a lot of sleep.
That is
Because
very
he never
true,
blinks.
actually.
Alright.
I don't think half of us get the best sleep.
But yeah, there's also a promo video, but that's not until around the end. So what we'll do here is we're going to go through the characters thing, we'll open up a Q&A, and then we'll have the little thing. That means, however, this is going to be a lot shorter due to the previously mentioned not fun thing with Season 4, and also because I couldn't really think of much else for it. So what we got here is the characters list.
Season 4's issues kind of also packaged itself into the live stream.
Yeah, basically.
That is to say.
Yeah, again, this is a good message for those who are interested in TPIs. Don't rush shit. If people are demanding it, basically ignore their comments. Because fact is, you should release a product when you're damn near when you actually want to.
Because if you've heard stories for like TVs or movies or any other things saying that it's been a rush job and it did not turn out good because rush job, yeah, there's a reason for that.
But yeah, let me raise
Yeah.
the speaker volume in case you guys can't hear it. Okay, so let's get this started then. So, actually, yeah, it should be fine. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Good, good. All right. So
Done.
let's start this off then.
Go on
But-
ahead. 12 people watching, guys.
All right, excellent.
Sweet.
Take that 11.
Hey, Kingslayer.
One of them's me.
10,
That was
10.
me.
Well, let's be fair. Some of the viewership could be because some of us are modding. Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, some of you may be wondering about the black screen. Yeah, that is because for a bunch of these characters, I didn't like a lot of them. So, writing them especially. So, they don't get slides of their own. They're basically getting this little thingamajig where I'm basically saying from lowest to probably 11 because there were only 10 characters I actually had fun writing for the original version. So, let's just get this addressed.
So either they're trash or they get good pictures because you like them.
No, like they're either trash or they're just not, or they're trash. And then the remaining
Wow.
10 are ones that I actually enjoyed writing. Some of these did get improved in the reboots, but if I was talking about the reboot, we'd be here all day. Let's get into this. Number 22, Mantine. Freaking Mantine. And her husband is not too far behind. He's literally number 21. Oh, boy. Welcome to the stream, Evolution Dom. I didn't.
Yo.
Yeah. It was interesting to write their eliminations the way that I did, but, yeah. Number 20, Muna. I had an interesting concept with this character, but she stayed on way too long. I should have just thrown her to the side. The original plan for her was basically the Nagito effect, where, like, she has bad luck to her, or, like, basically where if bad stuff happens to her, good stuff happens to her team, and that would have been the original explanation for why Galaxy won a lot of the challenges early on. Number 19 is Mean Xiao.
Aw, I love me and Shao.
I just didn't like writing her character, and I was honestly more glad that she was kicked off. Next, 18 Macargo. Yeah, she should have been gone earlier.
Markuha?
Macargo, yeah.
No, the joke was who? Because like she was barely. I didn't even care to remember her.
Not that
17,
it mattered. She didn't last that long.
Cacturn's
Exactly
Yeah.
the point.
Cacturn's up next. Yeah, let me put it like this. He stayed on way longer than he needed to. He didn't have much to do, which is something I made sure to fix in take 2. And I kicked him out in that version right around a good time before he stayed on for way too long. Next entry, Arcanine, or Growlithe. Yes, I said it. He could have been a interesting character after that point, but
I
yeah.
love how the first boot is above 6 other people.
Yeah. Next up is Pangoro. Oh my god. This is probably my least favorite winner in terms of writing because holy shit, the original
Certainly my
version.
least favorite.
I just did not enjoy writing this one in hindsight, and that's why, again, like Cacturn, I'm working my ass off in the reboot to give him a character arc to get him to make him develop.
Actually, give him a personality.
Oh yeah, why do you think I have that thing with him and Diggersby in the story? Speaking of which, Diggersby is up next. She stayed on way too long. Holy shit. Kick her to the
Like-
fucking curb.
Like for how long she stayed, I have to keep reminding myself. Did you do anything useful? No, you didn't. Why are you here? Get
How
away
depressing
from my
is
screen.
it that the Playboy Bunny lasted long or had more of a character than this one?
I'm just here to stand in the background. Nothing else.
God.
Still
Yep.
space. Still space. The cat needed another slot, so I just signed up.
14. Number 13, Ivysaur. Oh,
Well, so I'm impressed that Ivysaur is up at this number. Care to explain?
basically, I liked writing her chemistry with Quilava, and I wanted to give her more to do, like have a more basically have a more of a no nonsense kind of shit. But I just couldn't think of much else to do with her, and she was kind of flat. Admittedly, she did kind of get dicked over because of multitude of factors, but yeah, I just didn't have much fun with her, and that's why I'm trying to work on her relationship with Kulava in the remake. So, next, Flareon. Oh boy.
Ooh, I almost forgot Flareon. I almost forgot about
And it
Flareon.
sucks because she's basically like she's supposed to be a big deal, and yet that's as shown, no one really remembers her that much.
Yeah.
At least
Isn't she that girl who got gypped from jury?
Flareon's one of the characters when watching who had the most potential, but at some point you just never saw it, and by the time we were gonna get anything, bam, gone. Like,
Yeah.
oh look, I'm in a relationship. It's like, oh well, bye. See you. Never, I guess.
Yeah. This is why in the remake I made her into more of a theme, into basically the opposite of Houndoom, basically a movie star and all that jazz, and try to work up the relationships by having them mostly together for the most part, and also all that jazz. So, yet again, just it's more of a case of I gotta fucking fix this. Fun times.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, just so I can vouch for him, because I have read the first 2 chapters. I need to read the rest. I don't know why I'm procrastinating.
No, I'm just kidding. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Hey, at least I'm being real.
Yeah,
But
yeah, sure.
everyone, you just starting off the bat has gotten better characterization. Like everyone, even again, first boot over there. Yeah, I see you over there. You still got better characterization in the reboot. Don't lie, man.
Yeah.
I see you.
I just gotta keep it going, or I just gotta keep going. Anyways, well, do better, but yeah. And the last entry before we reach the top 10 is Perugly.
Can't say I'm surprised.
I am not surprised.
Welcome, hey musical, and hey everybody. Okay, let me go through the things here. Okay, who else joined? Okay, hey gorgeous, Florges, sorry, and hey musical Melobetta, welcome to the stream. Okay.
Hi guys.
Perugly, I would have loved to do more with her, especially given the stuff, but I just couldn't. And I think part of the original plan was that basically she would have quit originally instead of the whole medical thing to save Whimsicott. But in that version, I had Whimsicott is not an evil bitch, so yeah. Perugly was just a disappointment.
God.
I just was disappointed in Perugly.
You know what makes it even worse is that apparently Whimsicott's in the top freaking 10. That just makes me even more disappointed.
Oh,
I'm surprised that there was a time where Whimsicott wasn't a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing that stayed true in the remake, because of course...
No, I know that for a fact.
Okay. Alright, we're at the top 10. Number 10, Vaporeon. Oh,
Yay!
she barely made it into the top 10, though. I'm going to be full disclosure.
I mean, in fairness, Vaporeon was one of the better developed characters, so I'm a little confused what happened here.
My issue with Vaporeon's character is that... Okay, I think I've said this before, but I didn't go in with an outline for Season 4 mostly. I kind of was able to pull that off with Season 3's second half, because, well, I need to make it a little bit more lighthearted, but it doesn't work for this the whole goddamn season. And the problem with Vaporeon is that I inserted her as a Sass Queen, and then I just randomly decided, okay, well, I'll just randomly give her this backstory that doesn't really match up with her current personality. Which is also something I had to fix in the remake. Fucking Christ. Anyway, the problem with Vaporeon is that even after this point, after her backstory and little hookup with Zebstrika, there wasn't really much for her to do. So she stayed on way longer than she really needed to. Hell, despite what people think about Zebstrika, he at least did stuff more than she did.
It's one of those sad cases where your character caps off and you have nothing left to do, but you are unfortunately left into the game without anything left to do.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Ice Love. So, I'm trying to remember the original plans here because I wrote up so many random fucking elimination orders. But I think she was supposed to get farther, like Final 4 instead of her boyfriend. Yeah, that was gonna get... Yeah, no. That wasn't happening. So, yeah. Again, that's... okay. Number 9 is Typhlosion.
Yes, Typhlosion.
Typhlosions are awesome.
Because, honestly, now that I've written more for Take 2, the less I like this version of Typhlosion. Then again, you know... I'm sorry. The problem with Typhlosion is that she kind of has stuff to do. She's a physical threat, but it's like, what the fuck else did she do?
Like,
They're-
you're
You want some brutal honesty here on what I feel about this character?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Go ahead,
Give it to
Kelly.
me.
She reminded me way too much of a certain Typhlosion from another show, a much more popular show.
Oh, shit! Shots fired! Shots fired!
I can literally feel the shades right over here, and I'm states away from you, so I'm held.
But yeah, part of the reason for this choice is because, yet again, now the more that I'm writing Take Two and that new version of her, the more I hate this version. Because it's like, fucking Christ. Yeah, I liked writing her relationship with her boyfriend, which I still need to work on the remake. Fucking Christ. But the problem here is that, yet again, there wasn't much for Typhlosion to really do, so it's like, why the fuck did she get this far again?
Well, the issue is she started out with stuff to do. She had stuff to do in the show.
Mhm.
But then, I want to say, by the time she evolved, it pretty much, it's like, oh, I'm here just to help my friends or blah, blah, blah. And it was just one reason after the other, and it just felt kind of empty.
Hell, if anything, like her and Ivysaur probably could have been a good power team in the merge because the two of them were decent friends, but I threw that aside. And I'm sorry, but she went on so fucking much about the whole Whimsicott thing, yet she only did something about it near the end. Fucking Christ, you have a girl that was basically screwing you over again and again, and you did nothing. No.
That's the point where you're just where you
You
the
kick her
character's
out.
being hit with the idiot fact.
I
not the
guarantee you,
idiot
part of the
stick.
reason Whimsicott got so far was because Typhlosion was stupid. Anyway, salt aside, number 8. Empoleon.
Why is she, why the hell is she higher than ew?
Yep, I had a
Sorry.
feeling people were going to
I'm sorry,
disagree with this one.
I'm sorry because I don't like Typhlosion, believe me when I say that, but Typhlosion at least had more to go for than freaking Empoleon. Empoleon did almost nothing for like 5 to 6 freaking episodes, then finally gains a backbone, kicks Meowstic's ass every so often, and then finally becomes important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Admittedly, that is a weakness for Empoleon in the early episodes. But part of the reason I put her this higher on the list, and keep in mind, guys, that for a majority of this top 10, I don't like these characters as much either, but I had to make this list somehow because tradition. Anyways, these are the ones that I would say are mediocre, I guess, and then the ones I legitimately liked. But I still liked writing Empoleon's characters, at least, character arc, not character. I still liked writing Empoleon as a character after a certain point, i.e. when she was kicking Meowstic's ass to the curb. But
That only made me dislike her more. I mean, she was just kind of there in the beginning. I'll give her this. At least she had something to do when she started doing the whole kicking Meowstic's ass stuff.
But yeah, admittedly, there was a lot more I could do with her and blah blah blah, you know, the song and dance. So yeah, and I think she was supposed to get farther originally before I realized, no, that's a good stopping point for her. Let's throw her out there. Actually, let's see, she got, I think it was either 10th or 9th place, so this is almost fitting for the number.
Yeah.
Number 7. Tyranitar. Oh boy. I wish or I could have done more with this guy, but no.
I've never hated a gay character more than this guy, and that's saying a lot considering that's my thing.
It's like
That's
so
your
much
stick.
potential, and it went to waste. Oh
Like,
boy.
He started out so well.
For what was going on with his, like he had like a little bit of mystery to him, and he had the exposition dump with Pangoro, and then his character, even I'm going to admit, kind of dropped off from that point on.
Yeah, it's like I didn't even do much with this guy after a certain point, because honestly, he was just stuck there being Go-Go's little thing, and it's like, what the fuck did he develop out of? At least Go-Go grew a bit of a spine as time went on. This guy barely fucking did anything. Why the hell did he stay on for so long?
He could have done something.
I think just in the original version, he could have used more scenes where maybe he was thinking about his family life, talking to Gogo or someone else about it, or having more of a resolve before his elimination.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's another thing. See, one of the things, admittedly, I had an issue with when it came to the characters is that, yeah, you had all these awesome plots that could work, and your exposition was there, but what it lacked was that they weren't connecting. Like, you could have a character, the characters could talk to one another, and it could actually impact them over time. And honestly, it didn't really connect well. Like, you could, like Will said, you could have had go talk to Tyranitar and things develop over time, and how he has flashbacks and all that jazz. If a little more effort was put into the plots and their backstories, it could have actually worked.
Yeah. But that's the thing. And this guy stayed on for way longer than he needed to. Like, it was ridiculous. And like
he got way too lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, his luckiest one. I think it was Gogo that saved his ass with the Cacturn elimination. Either that or it was something else. But basically, it was luck. But yeah, this is something I plan to change in the remake, because this is something I should have done in the first place, but whatever. Basically have him develop more of Gogo's, like, kindness or whatever, while Gogo develops more of Tyranitar's backbone in the story. Because, well, yeah, like, might as well, it only makes sense that the two would develop over the course of their relationship, which I'm also trying to slowly build up in the version. Whether or not it works is subject to debate, but that's not the point. Besides, yet again, I'm going all over the fucking place with this. Bottom line, Tyranitar kind of sucked, and it's... yeah, he is not coming back if there's ever an All-Star season. Fuck him. 6.
Good.
Meowstick.
Now, how in the hell did Meowstick get up this much? Because there are excuses for the others. What? I'm sorry, Meowstick.
I enjoyed writing him.
I like how you tell your way
so
to get a picture with both the male and female form. You just didn't just pick the male form.
I couldn't find a male one.
Seriously? What?
I mean,
well, I couldn't find a good one.
I don't know.
It's a good picture. Let's just keep moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to avoid saying I'm indifferent on every character, because I'm literally feeling indifferent on every character. But Meowstick, personally, I don't know. I just really disliked Meowstick.
The only thing with me and Meowstick...
yeah.
I mean, I remember when we talked about how Meowstick having a certain disorder, and I can kind of relate to Meowstick with what he has.
I'll be touching on that in a moment, but yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Like I said, I enjoyed writing Meowstick's character, and I enjoyed writing his moments with Napoleon, but much like Vaporeon, Meowstick is subject to a case of this shit could have been worked out if stuff like the stuff that I introduced later on had been done sooner. The problem with Meowstick, much like Vaporeon, is that because I wasn't working with an outline, a lot of the stuff that he could have had a character arc out of was introduced too late. And that's... no, I'm not doing that song and dance. Let's just move forward from it. So Meowstick was just a rush case, and I think I pulled a nerve there, shit. Because, honestly, this could have potentially worked if it had been implemented well. It wasn't. But bottom line is, I did enjoy writing his character, but yeah, certain elements should have been introduced sooner and then work further off of that. He wasn't, so we're getting into the top 5. Yeah, can I just say this, to be honest? Like, just for full disclosure, Season 4 is my least favorite cast. Out of everybody. All of them are my least favorites. Like, okay? Can we clarify that?
Like, if you make a list of all 4 seasons and everyone who's ever competed, like, the bottom would just be Season 4 entirely.
The bottom 22 would probably be Season 4 for the most part, except maybe the Season 1 contestants. For a majority of them. I just want to make that clear.
I'll save my general thoughts on the show, considering you did request it for a review, so I'll just save my overall thoughts.
I kind of forgot about that, but yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, you requested it literally when you posted episode 5, because I told you had to have at least 5 episodes.
Yeah. But, yeah. Again, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do the song and dance just for this entry. Meowstick was also another character I decided to massively fucking fix in the remake, because, holy shit. Like, the dude went through a lot of a lot of shit from Macargo and the others, and I was like, okay, well, why don't I fucking do something with him in the remake? And that's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm also slowly trying to work on his relationship with Napoleon, because let's get this fucking clear. Came right out of nowhere in the original. So can we get this? Why has TPS become like this? Sorry, moving on.
Credit where it's due. Oh yeah, credit where it's due. What was I gonna say? Credit where it's due. I did like that one scene where Clefable just wasn't having the fact that Meowstic was keeping quiet. It was a nice little change up from the usual, oh, this is a silent character, because admittedly the silent characters get very annoying, and the Meowstic line has unfortunately created a cliche in which they are usually the quiet type.
Because Esper, I mean, look at those eyes, yo.
Mm-hmm. They're either the creepy or quiet type. Something I've noticed in a few shows lately.
Yeah. Zemalot, could you please not ask questions at the moment? Because basically there's going to be a Q&A session. So can you please wait a little bit for questions? I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to be nice. All right.
Try to be patient.
And watch what you say in the chat. We have mods.
Number 5. Houndoom.
I don't think they said.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, Houndoom.
Okay, I'm just going to come out with this now. Despite any and all flaws Wave is about to say, Houndoom is probably in my top 3 this season. I'm just going to be honest.
I enjoyed writing Houndoom's character for the most part, and it was kind of funny for some bits, but he went on for too long. His relationship with Flareon could have been better. I really doubt anyone's going to disagree with me on that, but
I'll say this much. I only liked him because of his voice.
His voice is hilarious.
But,
he had one of the best voices in your shows, period. So he had a really nice voice. Anything he did as a character was kind of but I tolerated it because it just came with that voice. So it's like, I think I can deal with this for an episode or more.
Yeah. So basically, like Meowstic, some stuff that was introduced later could have been much better if it was implemented sooner. It wasn't, so it sucks. But yet again, remake that's being worked on. I mean, hell, I'm sorry, I'm gonna fucking say this. In the remake, I gave him prosthetic legs or limbs because of the whole Mars thing. So he's a movie star. Sorry, what?
I can vouch for this because I know this.
Yeah. So basically, in this version, he's basically a movie star who's basically, what's the word I'm looking for, handicapped? Because of the prosthetics. Anyways.
And it's a reason for being a movie star because of it is actually a really nice reason, and I do love the touch.
Yeah, it's on my DA if anyone who's watching the stream wants to go read that later. Anyways. But yeah, Houndoom could have been much better in the original. Oh well, let's move on to number 4. Dumpster fire. Ursaring. I enjoyed writing him.
Ursaring.
Alright, I'll give credit.
Ursaring are cool.
Alright, I'll give you credit.
At least do your picnic basket.
Ursaring was actually alright.
Why? I did not go.
Ursaring was one of the few characters I was okay with.
Yeah. A lot of the criticism with the whole Typhlosion thing applies here.
Oh, right. I don't ship him with her. I'm sorry. I just don't.
I
don't see it.
I agree.
I really don't see it.
I can agree. So yeah, there was that. Honestly, it was probably my favorite member to write out of the Cacturn Alliance, but whatever. His accent was kind of annoying to pull off at points. You may have noticed that while watching the show, that it wasn't always exact because it's kind of hard to pull off a Russian accent. But yeah,
that seemed to be for a lot of the voices.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, it could be worse. It could be me and my Cacturn's voice, where I boot him in episode 1 and forget his voice afterwards.
I mean, did you ever write the voices down so that you can work on them in the meantime? I do.
No.
Okay, well, I do recommend that. That's kind of what I do with any character that requires a voice of any different voice whatsoever. I tend to write them down so that if I have to look at that voice and go, okay, that's the one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try working on that, and make sure it's consistent.
Right.
Yeah, I might do that later, but for now, I just have an easy time with just randomly talking in my characters' voices just whenever I feel like when I'm bored and
For
alone.
me, it's
Oh,
easy
yeah.
for me, it's easy to do certain voices out of memory. Like that's kind of why I'm able to do Icy's voice. And holy fuck, I need to remember to use Audacity for 16, but I'll do that another time. Anyway, basically, for me, it's easier to do out of memory, but that's because I had to do the voices numerous times. But yeah.
Yeah, I usually have everything on paper, and I usually use that for whatever, and that includes any pitching I have to do in Audacity, so I never forget. That's why I write everything down.
Okay. Number 3, Whimsicott.
Oh, this
Here we
Whimsicott.
go. Here we go.
Whimsicott's at number 3.
Yep.
My
Okay.
God.
The
I'm
annoying
not
fluffy
gonna ask
cotton
why.
ball.
I shit cotton everywhere and act like I don't know where it comes from. Ha!
Yeah. Pretty
Fitting,
much.
fitting dialogue for Whimsicott. Fitting dialogue.
Very
Yep.
fitting.
It kind of says something when I had more fun writing the villain than a lot of the characters.
Dead sad.
I mean, I don't blame you. I mean,
Yeah.
writing Caribbean comic artists is a hoot.
I'll say this. I hate her, but I also love to hate her, but she's kind of in the middle for me in that regard, because sometimes you want to love to hate her, and then other times you just
want to hate her.
you just can't forgive her for the crap she does or says.
Or
Nope.
like how she consistently blocks Proudly from speaking.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was annoying.
Yeah, there's a reason why
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, there's a reason why I pretty much got rid of that plot point in the remake, but whatever.
Good.
Honestly, I guess here's a little bit of original fact. Whimsicott was originally supposed to be in the final 3, and she was supposed to get lambasted by the jury for what she did throughout the entire season.
Ooh.
Oh,
So-
so she was. You mean to tell me
That
we
would have been
missed?
karma.
You mean to tell me we missed out on a possible salty jury? That would have been so
Roasting.
beautiful.
Well,
Uh,
here's why I didn't do it. And I think Light might know why, because salty juries aren't really all that interesting, and really the fact of the matter is that it's basically a waste of a spot, because at the end of the day, you basically brought somebody along to basically get lambasted by the jury. It's an easy fucking win. No one's gonna vote for Whimsicott.
True.
I have to deal with that every time I watch Survivor.
I mean,
Big Brother
I
season, we'll talk about
I
that.
have. I mean, you can't. I mean, for some people, it's like you can't be surprised when people are salty for basically getting screwed over by said person, and it's like you. And then I say to the person in the finals, like, you can't be surprised when the jury, the people you basically screwed over, decide to go against you. You just can't at that point, because it's like you basically screwed them over. What do you expect when they have the power to figure out who wants to win?
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like I can just hear the screams of someone who's incredibly salty right now. But I can't pin down who.
But yeah, yet again, another character that I'm working a little bit differently on in the remake. Like, instead of her being a colossal bitch, she's more like, well, first of all, she actually has leadership position, but whatever. And another thing is that she's basically going at it another way. She's still a bitch, and I enjoy writing her as a bitch. But that's
At least I tolerate her in take 2.
Yeah, we'll see how that pans out as time goes on, but I still got a shitload of chapters to write regardless. Alright, you guys know what the top 2 are if you've seen the season. Let's get this out of the way. 2 is Go-Go, number 1 is Upstrika. Let's get this done.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Well, not for
Party!
Go-Go. Not for Go-Go. I meant Zebstrika. Let's be honest here. Zebstrika is the best character.
Yeah.
Yeah, say it.
Striker is awesome.
I'm sorry, Zebstrika is the best one.
Okay, let's deal with Go-Go. Okay, this is the one that constantly got misgendered by people, even though
Other than me.
well, aside from Tully, even though even though the reason why is basically it's just a soft male voice, but but people associate this with a girl voice for some fucking reason.
Why would you
Can't
do
help
that?
me. Sorry.
Why would you do that? I mean, guys can have a soft-spoken voice too. I mean, come on.
Oh god.
Like you didn't think I was gonna take the opportunity?
Clearly.
Have you met me?
Honestly, though, yeah, I enjoyed writing Go-Goat. I wish I did more with him, but that seems to be a recurring entry on this list.
I
And
honestly,
game.
wish you could have. I honestly wish you could have done more with him and Tyranitar because I wanted to like them as a couple. You know, I'm usually always rooting for the gay character if they're in there at some point or whatever. And I'm not saying you have to make a big deal of them existing. It's just I would have liked it so much more if more was done with them.
I think the problem was really it was just the position that they got stuck in the middle of the game. They were just kind of there in the floater position. They really couldn't do much.
Floater position, swing votes, you know.
Even
I
though,
mean,
in
they
all
could have
honesty,
been swing vote. I mean, they could have been swing votes, but really, it was either going to be you're on one side or the other, unless you were able to convince someone from the other alliance to join them. And they really just did not have those kinds of connections. They mainly stayed isolated within that one room.
yeah, even though when you think about it, they probably would have. They probably had just as much power as the other two alliances because the two of them had access to the big idols. So they could have made an alliance with anybody, and it would have worked. They could have been the third main alliance to deal with, but no.
That's kind of the problem with TBIs that I kind of see a lot. There's potential there, but because a lot of the time these shows are scripted, that it's kind of easier to see them in hindsight than it is at the moment.
Yeah, but let's talk about the whole relationship thing because oh boy. Go-Goat wasn't supposed to get to the position that he was in. He was supposed to be eliminated early at Merge, and some original drafts painted him as pre-Merge. But that's not the main elephant in the room. Let's talk about his homosexuality, because oh boy,
You know, oh god,
yeah,
this
is gonna hurt.
You know, yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Because, yeah, if you couldn't tell from the beginning, if you couldn't tell, the homosexuality element was added later into the run, instead of from the beginning. And fuck my life.
You know, being the resident fool who writes more gay characters than anyone, it's you notice a hell of a lot of patterns.
Yeah.
And you notice when something's rushed, or you notice when something's going to happen or just going to develop, because you've probably done it before. Or are currently doing it. That's basically my reality. When I saw the development of Go-Goat, and I'm like, oh, he's getting very close to Tyranitar. It's he gay.
Yeah, and I think, you know what, I'll ask Will this question because he mentioned he read the reboot. Is the whole gay thing in Take 2 a little bit more obvious in the early chapters, or no? Let's get that.
Okay, again, 2 chapters in, I should really start procrastinating. Second off, I can actually see you setting it up much better, because chapter 1 actually has them talking, interacting, and stuff like that, and comforting them and him comforting Skiddo, because I'm not saying if they're involved yet, after Growlithe's elimination in chapter 1. So you set it up, and you're setting it up, and it's worked. And I can see it working just by looking at it.
I mean, hell, in one of the newer chapters, the two of them basically sat down to watch a comedy movie, and Larvitar mentions that he never saw it, but he wanted to get the chance to see it with a friend, and this person being obvious.
Well, it sounds better. I have to actually catch up. I still
have to write the series. It's not even done yet. Damn it.
Good luck with that.
I find it ironic that you guys are doing this, and yet I'm the one who's friends with people on fanfiction.net.
Well, I've been posting the chapters to fanfiction.net, but that's another story.
You only posted 2. That's how I read them.
Oh fuck. Okay, yeah.
That's the only reason you read them.
I meant to read them on DA, but again, procrastination and I'm scatterbrained. Are you guys shocked by this?
Fine.
Scatterbug.
Alright, fine. I'll add another plug then. Fanfiction.net, Wave3436 for those in the chat, or those in the stream. Speaking of which, can you cool down on the arguing with Substrika and stuff? Okay. Let's just get to number 1.
Right.
Substrika.
Let's get to best character. Best
Substrika.
Substrika.
Best worst character.
Best personality. Best abilities.
Substrika was honestly a lot of fun to ride. It was kind of like, in a sense, riding Clefable, except without the fourth wall gags, obviously. But Substrika was
mixed with Gundam.
Yeah, that was kind of another point to it. Is that he was basically inspired by the whole Gundam thing, except obvious differences.
See, I didn't actually know that since I know nothing about the series you're referencing.
He's not a complete XP, to quote TV tropes, but basically some elements were kind of similar to that. Except dark magic. Gundam doesn't have that dark magic stuff, mostly, I think. It's kind of hard to tell at points. Not important.
Plus, I don't know how you did it, but you came up with some of your best dialogue went to Zepstrika's, so I don't know where you came up with all of that, but it was brilliant.
I think it was just random.
Yeah.
I think it was just random shit, honestly. I think one of my favorite parts was one of the early scenes for during the training session, and Clefable just sent him to the Slender Forest, and he had to get
Oh
out
yes,
of there.
that's one of my favorite parts. Yes.
Slender
Oh,
Man.
I think one of my favorite parts of like writing is when I do the absolutely fucking absurd stuff like that. It's too much fun. Something I wish I did more with Galaxy.
He was a
series,
he was a lovely Clefable replacement for the time being, even
Yeah.
though Clefable was technically there. But you get my point.
Yeah, the trainers were a mistake, but yeah.
Yeah, Zepstrika was great.
The-
He was one of the
Yes.
he was one of the reasons I kept watching, and I'm like, the fact that he's still here is the reason I'm still watching Galaxy games. And I'm like, because he's such a great character, so I'm happy he's going this far. It's just a matter of how far he'll go.
And I guarantee you that if he was ever in a season 5 and Gogo was in the same season, the two of them would have a rivalry again. Because, well, there was an element in the final episode. They're both four-legged and stuff. Yeah. I just wished I introduced that concept a little better, but whatever. Speaking of which, Zepstrika was never intended to originally get Final 4. He would have been Final 7 or 6.
That would have been very upsetting, considering considering he was one of my last reasons watching the season in the merge.
Considering he was actually a good character.
But yeah, it was fun to write it was fun to write that. It was fun to write the Vaporeon relationship a little bit. But yeah, the remake is kind of a bit toned down with certain stuff. He's more of just a supporting character for Vaporeon to build up the relationship. But he does have his dark magic occasionally. There's just not really a lot of reasons that he should be using it at the moment. He still has the white hands though.
I actually liked his moments that he shared with Vaporeon.
That's good.
They're my OTP of the series.
Backstory is still the same in the remake, though. They're both, like, his parents were thespians. Only difference is that he's a thespian and crap. Stuff, I'm lazy. I still have to post the other chapters to the remake, but this should hopefully be the last time I have to talk about it, because that's our top 10. Okay, good, we're on.
Yay!
Yeah, and there is no other...
Someone asks questions.
Yeah, and there is no other top 10 for this, because fuck Season 4 with a rusty spoon. Alright, everybody, we're on the Q&A session, so now you can ask your questions to one of us, or all of us, or any of us. We'll do that for about 10-20 minutes, and then I'll probably just show off the promo, and then we'll get going.
Or
So-
a few of us.
Well, the 7 of us. 6. How many people are in here? I have lost count for a second.
There's six
Six.
of us.
Okay, 6.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah.
Lovely friends that stream together.
So yeah, ask your questions. I think we got one from Dusty. Susan, when are you working on weekday? That's kind of a personal one there.
People, please
not
don't
going
make
to
your
that.
questions personal. You can only draw the lines. We need to draw the line somewhere between
much.
our personal lives and what's on here.
Because,
Yep.
this is a YouTube live stream. We should probably be careful in case someone finds this.
Okay, the message got retracted. All right.
Good.
So yeah, post the questions in the stream, and we'll answer them for about 10-20 minutes. So probably about 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll show the promo, and we'll get going. Might as well. I mean, there's not much else.
It's cool, Star.
Yeah,
It's cool. You made a mistake. It happens.
Yeah, it's all good, Dusty. Basically, might as well have it short, because there's not much we can really talk about anyways, because it's a short list. Okay, David, I'll start to ask you... okay. David, so after the Total Pokemon Galaxy games, what are you planning on next season? Well, there's a promo at the end of the stream I'll be showcasing, so just just be patient. That's all I'm going to say on it. Because for all I know, I could have had an entirely different season plan, and none of the guys in the call know about it. Or I could be lying. You never know with me.
That's true. You
I
told
mean-
us so many times.
I mean, you did basically show. I mean, before Resort became a thing, you did basically showcase a whole season where basically it was the end of the freaking world,
The end of the
and
world.
then scrapped it. So
Yeah.
you never
It's
know.
the end
Okay,
of
Dusty
the
has one more
world.
question before he logs out. Telly, how's it going for TEC Season 3?
I haven't done anything for season 3 because I don't have any of my notebooks right now. I haven't touched the Emerald Chronicles in a record 3 months,
Alright.
so I haven't done anything related to the show. I'd love to, but I can't.
Isn't there something on your DeviantArt regarding the production cycle for your shows?
So you did see that.
Yes, he's very observant, obviously. Oh, damn it, can I just click his icon? There we go.
Yes, there's a it's called the Star Cycle.
At least you're taking your time.
Alright, Evolution Dom's got a question for all of us, and this is probably going to take a while. What is everyone's favorite Danganronpa characters from all 3 games?
Oh, that
I'll
shouldn't
make
take...
it I'll make it easy for you. I don't know. Because I've never played the games.
Wait. There's an easier way to say this. No. Tell me. I have a better idea to say this. His favorite character is the guy who has the muscles. That's all you need to say.
Okay.
And plus, to be
no.
fair, we could also make this pretty quick by just listing one character from each game.
Alright, who wants to go first?
Like, why don't we just have it be the ladies, so alphabetically that would be Susan, then Tree, then Will, then I.
I don't care if I go first or last.
Well, just go ahead. I'll be looking forward to
me.
Season 4 show. Alright, take care, Dusty.
Alright, my favorite from Game 1, my favorite's Asahina. From Game 2, my favorite's Sonia. And from Game 3, my favorite's Maki. No, wait, Samugi. A tie between Maki and Samugi.
The ultimate cross player.
Tree, you're next.
Okay, from game 1, my favorite is the hero and somebody else who I can't remember, and the detective girl. From game 2, it's Ibuki, and from game 3, believe it or not, I like Ganta.
Okay.
Gonka is pure.
Alright, Will, you're up next.
I guess I had to say something. From game 1, I'm gonna say Kyoko. Also, Yasuhiro can suck it. From game 2, I'm gonna go with Chiaki. And game 3 is a tie between the purest of pure Gontas and the Kibo's of Kibo.
Okay.
I messed that up.
Kibo
Crap.
is awesome.
Yeah, it's all good, it's all good. Okay, for me, in the first game would be, probably Byakuya, second game would be Gundam, third game would be, probably Miyu.
I honestly don't know how you like her.
Hello?
I can see the appeal.
Yeah.
Same here.
Alright, alright.
Does
actually
Light
one of my-
have any or no?
Yeah, let's, because I think he mentioned before he had played one of the games, I think.
I beat the first game for the Vita. I really didn't like any of the characters. The
Yeah.
game overall just bugged me.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Am I the only one who has not played the games in this lovely live stream here?
Pretty
I
sure
never
some
played
people
them,
in
I've
the
seen
chat.
the walkthrough.
I know some people in the chat probably haven't. Maybe. But that's
I
another
haven't,
story.
but I'm hoping I can let's play it soon.
Right, okay. Sounds
Would
good.
anybody even watch that?
I'd say so.
Sure. Alright, any more questions?
There's some
Yes,
questions
a
that
bunch.
went through.
So let's go through this. Okay. How's everyone doing today for Musical Meloetta?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Alright.
Tired.
Doing alright.
Same.
I'm okay.
doing okay.
Just tired.
Okay.
Let's see. Questions. Alright, Maniacalopter asks, favorite color?
Red.
Red.
Purple?
Sadly,
Neon green and neon purple.
sadly, I can't answer thanks to the parentheses. Thank you, Doom.
Really?
He literally said except for green. Sorry, Telly.
Wow.
Wow.
I guess to answer the
Yep, that's
question,
doom.
orange.
Okay. Music class favorite song.
The Scientist by Coldplay. There we
Time
go.
of Dying.
Right. I have a lot of favorite songs, but I have to name one off the cuff. Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars. That's Might and Waves song.
Yep, that's a good one.
Saturday Night by Bowling for Soup.
Nice.
You guys know I'm 75% jukebox.
Yes.
Just pick one that you normally listen to, regardless of how many years go by.
That's the song
Because
I just
that's pretty much The Scientist for me. Ever since I first heard the song, I've always listened to it. It's pretty much on endless loop on my playlist.
Okay, just the song I really like recently, Michael in the Bathroom from the musical Be More Chill.
Okay.
All right.
Light.
Rocky Mountain High by John Denver.
That's good.
All right. I still have asked favorite beverage.
Right, any day of the week.
It used to be Mountain Dew Code Red, but since I can't have soda anymore, we're just gonna go with apple juice.
Where's my Mountain Dew? I keep it in the microwave.
Do I need to mention I keep a whole box of Baja Blast in the closet?
Yes,
No, dear.
yes, you do.
Oh dear God.
Well,
It's
anyway,
still
I
there.
like tea.
It's been there since summer.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was it, Tree?
Untouched.
I like tea.
Diet Coke or Pepsi.
It used to be Diet Pepsi, but since I've limited my intake on soda, either grape water or brisk, pink lemonade or fruit punch. Seriously, brisk flavor drinks are really good.
Yum.
That's
Damn,
good.
I am.
That was your advertisement for the day, for the evening.
Pretty much.
Alright, music class favorite country.
Can't we just say, oh, wait, no, I don't think most of us can say our own country. Political jokes.
I'm gonna skip this question.
I wouldn't have said it anyway.
Sorry.
I wouldn't have said my favorite. I wouldn't have said my own country anyway. Hey oh.
Ah,
I'm
funny
just gonna skip
memes.
this question. I'm gonna go with Tree to skip the question kindly.
Skip, I'm a skip, I say skip, I'm a skip.
Stop.
I swear.
We don't.
to God,
Okay, we don't need a
if you-
musical number. We don't need to
Listen, if-
torture these people with our horrible singing voices.
Okay,
Wave, Wave. If you get that song stuck in my head again, we're gonna have a nice chat later.
Pretty much.
Alright, music class, do you like Hamilton?
Never heard.
Never seen
no.
it.
Who?
It's a musical play, Tree.
Wait, are you sure it's a what or a who?
She's talking about the musical, the Broadway musical.
What the hell?
Oh, so it's a what?
I
Yeah.
think something.
I have no opinion on it because I've never seen it, and I haven't even listened to the music.
Alright.
Well, I don't see questions right now, but
Alright.
I guess I can throw in something we can all talk about. Oh, did I miss your question? Yeah. Did I skip? Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Evolution. I did skip your question. If you could be in one anime, what anime would you like to be in?
I don't know actually, because a lot of the anime I watch are pretty shitty worlds. to live in.
Despite its misgivings in the end, I'd say Fairy Tail.
I wouldn't even want that.
Yeah, I told you guys I actually ended up making an OC on that just randomly one day, and you all know it.
I would like to see that.
I
No, it's just in my head. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
gonna have to skip that question. I don't know.
Okay.
I'd probably go with the Pokemon world, if that's considered anime.
Well, it could be worse. It could be the Digimon world, given that crappy reboot. Ayo.
Actually, I was gonna. Okay, just a small
why would-
tangent. I
why
was
would
talking to
anyone-
someone about Digimon like, on Tuesday while I was going to class.
Light Tree, do you guys want to answer or no?
Well, it would either be the Pokemon world, My Hero Academia, or Little Witch Academia.
Alright. Islav asks, which European country would you visit? I don't have one skipping on my end.
I guess London, if only because that way I could just speak English. I mean, England. Wow. Okay, messing everywhere.
One job.
I know.
I would probably either go to Ireland or maybe Italy, just to see the sights. Yeah, that's it. I think a close third would be Sweden, though.
I don't know. I don't have a specific place I'd like to go to. I'm going to, because I'd like to travel around the country I'm in first.
Light tree.
Well, since I have a dream of traveling the world, I would like to visit all the countries.
You want to name one at least? It's European, if you have one.
Probably France or Britain.
Okay. Light, you got one?
Hang on, I noticed that Wave changed his avatar.
Yeah, I wanted to say it too. I was just staring at it. Going.
I guess Ireland, maybe?
Okay, the next question is, unless I'm missing something, God, I'm not. If you could change any plot from any anime, what would it be?
Honestly, don't have an answer.
The last 2 arcs of Fairy Tail, because they need fixing.
Alright, very well.
Trying to change the entire plot of it.
From an anime.
Sounds like too much work.
I'd have to really think about that one. Because there are so many I'd love to change. Hell, some I'd love to write myself. So, yeah, no.
Okay, I got an answer for that one. It's Vampire Knight. I watched a few episodes and the plot is stupid.
Well, at least someone got to answer it, so that's good.
I don't really have one. Right, let's see.
I'm going to actually read the deleted question from Musical. How's the relationship? Sorry, light and stream, maybe. Oh, lovely. We have somebody that ships these two, because that wasn't a fucking disaster or anything.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Nothing.
Anyway, let's ask the question to the actual couples and not bring up the drama, shall we?
Okay.
That wasn't even brought up in the past.
Guys, can I just get this one thing off my chest before we go further?
Certainly.
Go ahead, Tree.
And let's just say people have been trying to get me in a relationship. If it happens, I want it to happen naturally and not forcefully.
Right.
But I'm not actively looking for one right now.
Let me put it like this, everybody. Please do not ship Tree and Light. Just don't. Can we move on from that and focus on the canon couples, please?
I didn't even think that was a thing.
It was originally a question, but since my host is a mod, he could read the deleted message. Now then, can we answer this question, please?
I didn't leave. We were doing okay. Not much to really say. Just the usual couple stuff.
Just gonna have to say ditto on that one with Will and I. We're just gonna move on from that.
Alright, so we have a couple more minutes before the promo my host has prepared can begin. So ask any last minute questions.
We also missed a question from Doom. He asked favorite video game.
Oh, I don't have one, so let me switch over.
Probably talking about all-time. Probably referring to all-time favorite. So if we're going with all-time favorite, that is still Kirby and the Amazing Mirror.
Okay, I don't know what the hell just happened there, but okay. I'd say my favorite is probably Wind Waker. Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm sorry. Shut the fuck up, Nick. Can we move on? Sorry, continue.
I thought you were just evoking Damon.
Despite his many flaws, I have to say that my favorite game is Sonic Heroes. Yes, it's buggy and glitchy to all hell, and I want a sequel out of it more than anything else in the world, but yeah, I love it.
Fair enough.
First game I ever owned.
Let me see. My favorite game. That's a hard one because I love a lot of Pokemon games. I'm going to have to go with, for nostalgia-wise, Pokemon Emerald. Currently my favorite's probably Pokemon Sun. Because I like, yeah, Pokemon Sun's one of my favorites. Anybody else got a light? Did you answer the video game question?
I haven't. I really
what
don't
was-
have an individual favorite game. I can say my 2 favorite video game series are Persona and Monster Hunter.
Alright then. Any more questions?
Okay, mine is Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Okay, we got one. Evolution Dom asks, do any of you watch Glee? If so, who's your favorite character?
Okay, pause. That's me.
And
Yeah,
I hate him.
let's make way for my boyfriend, people. Make way.
Because
Red
that's,
carpet's all yours, buddy!
because that is literally my all-time favorite show right there. So yeah, let me discuss. Yeah, I do love Glee. It's one of my favorite shows. Period. It's a roller coaster that I don't recommend everyone watching because sometimes it's really good and other times it'll emotionally screw with you. If I had to pick a favorite character, it'd have to be Cory Monteith's character, rest in peace, his character Finn. Because Finn, during the series, he was a leader, and over time, he eventually, he was going to be actually going to go to school to become a teacher. So his character really resonated with me for quite a while. So yeah, that's why so when Cory Monteith passed, it really hit. Yeah, I'll talk more about why I like Glee and all that jazz at another time. I'm actually doing a review on it at some point.
Okay.
It's actually supposed to be my 5th review after the next 2 TPI reviews.
Alright, does anyone else have any Glee responses? Because I want to tackle the whole Nick thing in a moment.
Nope.
Nothing.
I've seen Glee, like a couple episodes. I love the music they do, but I don't really have any favorite characters. Not to say I hate them, I just don't really have any favorites.
Okay. Alright, I want to tackle the whole Nick thing because I know some people in the chat were reacting to that. I'm going to explain something, okay? This is partially about the Discord thing, and this is also partially about other assorted stuff that has been brought to my attention. But basically, I'm not, or how do I put this? But I don't want to start a fight with Nick because I have a feeling it's going to erupt into that if I read his responses. And I'm referring to myself because recent events, and I just don't want to put up with that. You guys don't need to put up with me and him arguing. So I basically put him in temporary timeout. He should be back in a couple of minutes. That's why. We don't, like I said in the beginning, we don't want to start drama, and I know that if Nick is here, I'm going to be starting a fight because of recent events. Alright. Now that we got that clarified, I guess we'll go for a couple more minutes and then I'll show the preview because I want to give Nick a chance to talk against my better judgment because unless he's gone. Might as well give him a couple of minutes because the strike or the kick should be only temporary. Yeah, it says 300 seconds. I started that a few minutes ago. I'm gonna give Nick a chance to talk, and if he's still here, then yeah, floor is yours. I'm gonna let him talk. So we'll keep the Q&A for a couple more minutes, and then I'll show the preview and get going. Because yeah, let's hear him out. So
Okay,
Nick,
at least we're being fair.
all right. Musical asks, Telly, can we reschedule the Glee marathon?
I'll have to think about it. I'm actually rewatching Glee at the moment, and because I'm taking notes for the review I plan on doing.
Okay.
And I'm just rewatching because I'm killing time because I'm not really doing anything right now.
Fair enough.
A better way to kill time than kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Watch your favorite show and get ready for a review. Hey.
Yeah, this question goes out to our Persona fans, to people in this chat or in the call. Favorite Persona character? This is from Evolution Dom.
Oh,
Should I
boy.
play Persona?
Yes.
It's so hard.
Okay.
It's
I don't
fun.
really-
It just depends. It just
I have-
depends.
I'm gonna have a 3-way tie here, kind of a two-way, but this third character kind of can just be there for me on this list. They are, for the main two, Kanji Tatsumi, Futaba Sakura, and Yusuke Kitagawa as the kind of third you can lean on or off for being my favorite, depending on the day.
Okay.
Okay. Does it have to be a... Evolution Dom only said favorite Persona character. He didn't say playable or otherwise. If I had to pick my favorite character, I'm going to say Ryotaro Dojima.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a really good character.
I just like the social link.
Sounds
I
good.
like it too.
It's kind of the same with Sojiro Sakura in the Persona 5 game.
Okay. I guess I'll go with Futaba and Chie.
I'll go with random character because once again, this is just another game I have not touched at all. So
Okay, Dave, hold on. Listen to me for 1 second. I'm just going to say this character based off all facts. Ryuji, because he was on the track team. There you go.
Okay, I guess.
Alrighty.
Whatever.
Okay, Bilby of the West asks, do you like anime or manga better?
Anime.
That depends on the series, because sometimes the manga can be better than the anime, and sometimes the anime can improve upon a manga. It honestly depends on either or. For example, the fairy tale manga has many issues. I'm just going to leave it at that. But credit where it's due. In some of those cases of its issues, the anime does a few of those issues justice, and it helps to visually see some things better. And another case would be, I'd say My Hero Academia, both the anime and the manga, are both on a same level because the manga's really good, but what the anime did was basically take all those amazing moments and just basically go all the way with them. So it's pretty darn good. So yeah, I'll honestly say it's between the two at the moment. It's, for me at least.
Hello, Durant.
Salutations, Tom.
Yeah.
Alright, let's hear him out, just in case. I think by now Nick should be able to talk if he's still here, so let's just get that addressed. I think there's only one question left anyway, so let's
It's from
we're still getting
favorite.
Oh, sorry. Still going? Okay, my apologies.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
What was the next question?
What the...
I thought we were still on the anime manga.
That's what I was
part.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
whoops.
Okay. Let's get...
Whoops.
I don't even think
yeah.
I got to answer the current question we
Yeah.
were on.
Me either.
Can we answer the
Sorry.
anime and manga one? Like, can we get back to that,
It's
please?
cool. It's cool.
No, let's
Well,
answer this right now.
Yeah, go on.
Tree, go next.
Okay, I like them both evenly, but if you were to ask me which one I like specifically better, I would have to go with manga, just because I feel like they show more of the storyline.
Okay. Light.
Personally, I don't mind either or. As long as you enjoy the series, it really shouldn't matter.
All right. Okay. Both, honestly, because... Well, especially because lately I've been watching motion manga, as I like to call it, from Durzo. It's pretty good stuff. Which is also probably an easier way to catch up on the My Hero Academia series. I'm telling you.
You're not. Hey, I have this thing, Wave. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's called a job.
That's what I'm saying, like a job.
It tires me. So
I know.
So
Just like I have a life.
so you know I'll play that epic game I love. It's called Catch Up. It's second to only the waiting game at some given point.
Fair enough. I'm just popping in to say hi. Okay, Tom. All right.
I
Okay.
got a question. Evolution Dom asked favorite YouTuber.
I don't have one, usually because the ones I do like are in my suggested feed.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to.
My favorite
I'm gonna have to agree
YouTuber
with
switches up. My favorite YouTuber switches up at least every few months, because either that YouTuber stops making stuff or I lose interest in their content, or it's just I find someone else that's actually pretty darn good and a little better than the last one. I don't know. It's been an interesting year in terms of a favorite YouTuber. But if I had to narrow it down to one person, I'm gonna say the cartoon review channel Saberspark.
All right.
I think most like Wave. I don't really have a favorite. It usually will vary. Like what I like, I'll watch certain people. It just really depends on what the topics are.
Okay. Anyone
Well-
else want to answer? Or?
This question is easy for me. PewDiePie.
All right, perfect.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw that one coming.
Top of the morning, dear laddies.
Okay, I don't.
Wrong
Hero.
person.
Wrong person.
I know.
Okay, so funny story. When I made my new account, I made a decision to not subscribe to people outside of my friends, unless I decide that I really like their content and they were decently consistent with uploads, so I wasn't like wasting my subscription to people.
Alright.
And so there are barely a few people who I've done this to, and one of them is, and there are two people. I'm gonna only name one because the other ones I don't feel like naming. But this person is called Super Butterbuns, and she's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in life.
Oh, still sharing assistance on. Whoops. Okay. All right.
Funny name.
Light, you got any?
Currently, I guess Team 4 Star Gaming because they're doing a D&D campaign.
Oh,
All right, I've noticed that.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, and we're a few weeks away from December where they're going to be talking about the games. That should be interesting. Too bad we're not getting 60 this year.
Because if I had
yeah.
to name one YouTuber I like, it's Kyokun64. She's a Hitalia gamer. She's also created the Hitalia Creepypasta episode 23.5. She often does random, mostly, she does a lot of gaming as well as Hitalia stuff, and she recently did a doggy daycare video that was really cute.
Huh, okay.
Doggies.
Yes. Alright, Iggy asked, favorite non-canon ship in anime?
And this appears to be the last one for now, so I guess we'll answer this and then we'll show the thing. That's a good
Non-canon ship.
So a ship
That's
that
a very
is-
good question. Because I have too many.
Um,
I know they technically weren't confirmed. But I guess I'll go with one of my favorites in Fairy Tail, even though it's technically not confirmed because they were beating around the bush with it. So Elfman and Evergreen.
Most of the ships in Fairy Tail were beating around the bush. What
Yeah.
are you talking
Yeah, it's
about?
almost
All
like
okay,
of the
okay,
fairy
yeah, it's
tales
almost like
Oh
the
my
ending
gosh.
was rushed or something.
Okay, you're missing my point. Okay, my point is a lot of the other couples they came the closest to something happening. And they had moments. Elfman and Evergreen barely had screen time with each other post time skip is what I'm getting at.
Okay, fair enough.
That's why I said they're not confirmed because even during the ending they didn't inherently confirm it. So that's what I'm going with.
I personally think what the issue there is because both of them are more minor characters, and unlike Gajeel where he's more important secondary character. So, short end of stick.
There's really no excuse considering Elfman was given so much screen time during the first half of the series.
Yep. No,
I don't know.
And the minute Evergreen stepped in, she was given some screen time too. So there was no reason they couldn't have done anything with them at all.
Fair enough.
I don't know if this would count as a non-canon ship, even though they've been shipped constantly. Sonya and Gundam from Danganronpa too.
That one's honestly up in the air because they didn't actually answer that at all.
I still ship them though. They're my OTP.
All right. Anyone who's next?
I got nothing.
Okay. I think we know.
I don't
that-
think Light's
Yeah, I was
got
about to
probably
say I don't
nothing.
think Light has one.
What are we talking
You know what?
about?
Ships, non-ships, and anime.
Oh yeah, I'm staying away from that.
Well,
There we
go.
go.
All Light does is sink ships.
Well,
Yes.
that's one
Boom.
way to put it.
That was a lot. I just don't care anymore. At this
Alright.
point,
Well.
people are fans of what they want to be fans of. Who am I to dictate what they can and can't like?
That's
Hey,
fair.
light,
Yeah.
hey, light on the bright side though. You have 2 minutes. Thinking the Darkrai and Sneasel ship was fun.
Well, I do have ships, but I can't remember them right now.
Okay.
That's fine.
I guess I'll do this and this. Yeah, this appears to be the last one. Shoto from My Hero Academia and Momo from the same series. They're not really shipped that much because obvious reasons. Like it's mostly Deku's story, but I'll go with that. And no, it's not just because the ship art is adorable.
Can I ask one? Can I ask one last question before we move on?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's okay.
Sure.
Well, I know everybody's all super excited about Ultra Sun and Moon coming out tomorrow. What I want to know is, which version are you guys getting, and what will be your starter Pokemon?
Ultra Moon and roll it. There you go.
Ultra Sun and Litten.
Ultra
We
Sun.
are
Ultra
fighting.
Sun and Poplio.
Ultra Sun and Rowlet.
Ultra Sun and Popular.
Oh my god, am I the only one getting Ultra Moon in this?
Oh
No,
I
no
might
one
change
getting
my
Rowlet in this chat.
Wake me
Well, what's
up
light?
inside.
What's light say?
Am I the
Yes,
only?
I might change my mind last
Guys,
second.
can we let Light speak? Thank you.
I bought both.
Well, there you go.
Wait, you got both?
Why
Why?
not both?
I just
didn't
got
even-
both. I didn't know.
I didn't even have time to pre-order. At least you had time to pre-order.
Now I'm just curious. Why did she?
I just wanted to get both games.
And what will be your starters?
I'm just gonna roll the dice and see what happens. I don't care.
You gotta
Oh.
roll the
Please.
dice and
Please,
never think twice.
God, let him have Litten. Let him have Litten.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
good.
and a couple of. Oh yeah, we're about a month away from Okami HD. I should probably get that on Steam.
Alright, I'm done.
Okay, I guess in that case, we'll get started with the promo. So yeah, what a surprise! I'm doing a 5th season. Gasp! All the
Oh
fucking
my!
shocker.
OMFG! I is shook.
You can
Okay.
clearly tell the excitement from this crowd.
Oh yes, you can.
Yeah, it's fucking funny. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, shit. What am I?
That's a good question. That's a good question. What are you doing?
Well, first I'm trying to find. Well, first I'm trying to find the first. Or I'm trying to find the image here.
Okay.
Hey, look, it's our Skype icons.
Yes.
I am still a Darkrai.
Yes.
I am a
Dark
cute
Ride.
little
You should probably
Edie.
get on that. Anyway. Sorry about that, audience. I'm just trying to get the damn promo video to load. Okay, I think I got it. And the audio is still shared on Skype, so my guests will be able, or so the people in the call will still hear it. Okay, I think I got it. Gotta love Skype being, well, dickish. Yerks. Okay. Yerk.
Stop.
Sorry. Alright.
It's just wave being wave.
I know it is.
Well, it could be worse. It could be... wrong thing. Well, it could be worse, Slight. It could be the Pro Jared Top 10 Dicks in Gaming video again. Alright.
We don't talk about that April Fool's Day.
You don't speak its name!
Thank goodness I was not here for that.
Alright, it's loaded. Okay. I'm just making sure of it in the stream. Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, this is the promo. Let me lower the volume a bit. Alright, I'm gonna lower the Skype volume a bit so that you guys can hear the reaction a little bit. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Don't. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Oh my God. Here we go. Who is it? Who is it?
Can you guys in the call hear it okay?
Yeah.
Can hear
Yes.
it.
Mhm.
Okay, so I can hear it in the call just fine. Alright, here we go, everybody.
It's oh shit. Here we go. Who is it? It's
What the hell? Oh, okay, sorry, it was lagging a bit there. Sorry, let's get the...
oh shit. What? Oh my God! Yes! I knew he wouldn't take him out. You dudes just said he was a fool. There's no way he would take out no way. Let's go. Ah, shit. What? What? Who's that? Who's that? Who the fuck? Who the fuck is that? Multiple characters are getting revealed here, baby. This is not anything small. This is not anything small right now.
It's going to be alright.
Who the hell is that?
Oh, here we go, here we go!
Time to tip the scale.
Oh my God!
But I am
Wait for it. Just gonna pause it here so that the others in the call can see it in the stream.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My man.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
actually made that one fit really well, and I'm proud of you for it.
You made that one fit awesomely.
No one saw that coming.
I can't-
Nigga said,
What?
Did I? Okay, I just heard a word.
What? Yeah, it's from the stream.
fuck that. Wait.
The Hero King himself.
Oh, I was about to say.
And the Radiant's hero of legend.
Oh,
The scales.
wait a minute. Oh my god, this is insane.
Okay.
This guy clearly was too excited. when-
Delayed.
No. Oh, here we
It
go.
walks right.
Wait for
And he
it.
tells the track too.
Okay, clearly this guy was way too excited when he actually saw the reveal.
No shit. Yep, and that's Stinger at the end. Right at the end. Ow.
You okay?
Ugh, sorry, thing in my throat. So, audience, what did you think of that? Actually, I asked the question to you guys in the call too.
That was
Interesting.
pretty interesting.
That was awesome.
You got some favorites coming back. That's good. Good. Some really great favorites. So that's some. Okay.
And you might have noticed the thing at the end. That's a little odd.
Yeah, who's the little Vulpix? I don't remember seeing one in the series.
I wonder who that would be.
Yeah,
Gee,
I wonder.
The suspense is killing me. Can't you tell?
I'm confused why this though. Well, basically, I decided why not do it through this way because because I like EW Network's content, his reactions are funny, and I figured, well, he did Smash 4 reactions, why don't I do a similar thing with the introduction to these characters? Memes, all the memes.
Basically.
Okay, so let's just get this taken care of. Yes, folks, Season 5 is going to be an all-star season. What you saw there was Vespiquen from Season 2. Altaria is not in the season. That's the joke. Brain's dead. Help. Sounds about right. We're, of course, going to see Clefable again. I'm sure Thanos is going to be happy about that. What else we got? Vespiquen. We got Zipstrika coming back.
Because why wouldn't he come back, people? Let's be real.
It's a redemption run. Just to make up for it.
Zipstrike is one of the best parts of season 4. I'd be mad if he didn't come back.
We'll
Yep.
get to that in a second. We got Gallade and Luxray from season 2 and 3
Yes.
respectively coming back. And let's get this one out of the way. Shiny Ninetales is back. You saw her in the trailer.
Sweet.
That was her. She has an Alolan form now.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Perhaps she traveled to the lovely land of Alola and found, and suddenly her form changed. I don't know.
Or it could be her
Why
Kitsune magic.
have I heard of that before?
Or it could just be her Kitsune. Or because she's a Kitsune, she has the ability to do that. With magic.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. You'll likely explain it in more detail or whatever. I
Well, it
don't
has to make more sense. Well, it probably makes more sense than going to some random fucking region and getting it. I wonder who would do that.
Or maybe,
Who would
maybe
do that?
Or maybe she got obsessed with Frozen for some reason and wanted to go on a kick. Who knows?
Oh god, no. Didn't you say something about this a few months back? That's for musical. I hinted at a possibility of it, yeah.
Basically, he said it'll exist, but I must first take my time with it and figure out what the hell I'm actually gonna do with it. Is
Yep.
what he basically said.
Yep.
Yep.
I wish I told you the entire story of this 5th season, but I can't because, yeah.
Spoilers.
Well, maybe the people in the call might know what I'm talking about, but what's to say I would hit the stereo button on my streaming software to prevent them from saying it in the stream. I wonder who would do that. No, in all seriousness, I don't
Who
know.
would do that? Oh my god.
But yeah, honestly, yeah, so this will be interesting. I would say it would just be that simple, but it's not. And for those who didn't make it to the live stream, I'll post the Etika video separately on my channel tomorrow. Hopefully, probably tomorrow afternoon since I'm going out to get the game to get Ultra Sun. But yeah, because I really doubt people are going to be sitting down to watch the entire stream just to get the season 5 promo. Might as well just.
I mean, this is one of your shorter streams, so it wouldn't be as hard.
1 hour, 24 minutes. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay. Oh wow, we got 10 people watching. That's pretty good. Okay. So yeah, thank you all so much for coming out to the stream tonight. Thank you very much to my guests for popping in. And happy 3-year anniversary. So, yeah, I'm LeafeonLive. Your silence.
I'm Susan Lucario fan.
I'm Infernic Memphis 64.
I'm Telly ZX.
Do something.
I'm Espeon Ghost or Tree Espeon, whichever one is good.
Lion Dark RPG. Salutations, everyone.
Alright, so yeah, catch y'all later. Peace.
Bye.
Laters.
Au revoir.
Peace out.